Academy football field, along with David Barnett and Freddie Lindsay. And right now, the Calhoun Academy Cougar captains are meeting the North Sunflower Rebel captains at midfield for the initial coin toss. See who will be receiving the opening kickoff here. Captains for the Academy Cougars, Calhoun Academy Cougars, number 77, Todd Skelton, number 88, Richmond Hubbard, as well as number 80, Chris McGregor. David, we have a slim crowd on hand so far for the game tonight.
It definitely did, Mitchell. You know, they probably think it's going to be a little cool tonight. People probably say, well, we'll sit home by the fire or something, you know.
I'm not too familiar with North Sunflower, but someone during the week told me that they're supposed to have a pretty good football team. This may be a competitive game for the Cougars all the way through the game this time.
Yes, Mitchell. The Sunflower, their size, you know, is pretty impressive. We just have to wait and see what it looks like.
Calhoun Academy has won the toss and they have elected to receive. So the Rebels of North Sunflower will be kicking off to the Cougars of Calhoun Academy. We're about ready now for our invocation as well as our national anthem at any moment now. We hear the North Sunflower Band playing in the background across the way. Look to have a few members on the band there. North Sunflower followers making their way across the field to the other side. The Rebels of North Sunflower have a total of 23 players listed on their roster, with a breakdown of 11 seniors, 7 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 1 freshman. Cougars of Calhoun Academy have 17 players listed on their roster, 5 seniors, 7 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 4 freshmen. Rebels of North Sunflower now taking their place on the field. Cougars of Calhoun are already ready.
National anthem, which will be sung tonight by Mrs. Bunny Morgan. Let us pray. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to Thee tonight, thanking Thee for the many blessings of life that we do enjoy. Thanking You, dear Father, for the opportunity to be a part of athletic competition such as this. We pray that You'll bless these 2 teams as they go on to the field tonight. We pray that they might be kept safe, they might play to the best of their ability, and that they might display the sportsmanship that is becoming all athletes. We pray that You'll bless these 2 institutions that they represent. Help them, dear Father, to be the schools that would help to train and lead our young people into tomorrow. Help them, dear Father, that they may have the intellectual knowledge, but may they also have the moral and spiritual knowledge that would give them guidance. We pray, Father, that You would bless the families of these players, bless the visiting team as they travel back tonight, give them a safe journey. And most of all, dear Father, we just thank You for the love which we experience in Jesus Christ. Again, we praise You for it, for it's in Your name I pray. Amen.
What
Back deep to receive the kickoff for Calhoun Academy is number 10, Kel Norwood. Teeing the ball up for the Rebels of North Sunflower. I believe that's number 64, Jay Murphy.
Jay Murphy will be kicking off for North Sunflower. Deep for the Cougars will be number 10, Norwood. Number 22, Landis. Number 80.
Just about set to go here is the Calhoun Academy Cougars hosting the North Sunflower Rebels. Murphy approaches the ball and the game's underway. Line drive going right down the middle of the field. Norwood gathers it in, coming up straight up the middle of the field now, trying to find somewhere to go. Still on his feet. Finally dragged down there by a host of Rebel defenders. In on the tackle was number 61, Chuck Herbison for the North Sunflower Rebels. So Calhoun Academy will put the ball in play. 1st and 10 now from that point. Number 88, Richmond Hubbard, comes to the sideline as he is replaced by number 40, John Kimbrough for the Cougars. He brings in the play in from the sideline. Gary Winters coaching the Calhoun Academy Cougars. Number 10, Kel Norwood with quarterbacking duties for the Cougars, brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Wide man on the far side of the field, working with a 3-man backfield set. Quick pitch goes to Landis, fumbles the ball. We'll have to wait and see. He has been recovered by the North Sunflower Rebels. First play from scrimmage, Norwood pitched out to Landreth. He couldn't make the good catch, and the Cougars turned the ball over to the Rebels.
Well, you know, Mitchell, it looked like the trailback wasn't looking at the ball in whenever he come out, and that just, you know, that's jitters that they have right before the ball game, and they get these butterflies out, maybe they'll come on and play some ball.
Robert Connell quarterbacking now for the Rebels. Calling signals. Give goes to the first man through. Number 32 is dragged down from behind. That was Robbie Riddick on the carry for North Sunflower. About a 6-yard pickup on that carry. 5 or 6. That'll be 2nd down now. We'll call it 5 yards to go for the first. North Sunflower Rebels operating from Calhoun Academy territory. Ball is resting in about the 18-yard line. Connell, 2-man backfield set, wide man on the near side of the field. Give again goes to number 32. He's still on his feet. He's tackled by a host of Cougars there. Reddick again with the carry for the Rebels. He's going to be up close to the first down marker. I believe he got it, and he did. It'll be 1st and 10, North Sunflower. They'll be operating now from around the Calhoun 10-yard line. Robert Connell brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Uses no wideouts. 2-man backfield set. Calling signals now. Give again goes to Reddick right on the left side. He is stacked up there by number 31, Dennis Weaver, on a tackle for the Cougars. Picked up about 4 yards on the carry. They bring up a 2nd down situation. Excuse me. Moving the marker back now. Holding penalty calls against North Sunflower. And the referee will mark the necessary yardage off here.
You know, Mitchell, that's a break that gave the Cougars, and the Cougars really needed that. And North Sunflower is coming out strong here, and they're looking really well, and they really look impressive to me.
They really have kept the ball on the ground this opening series after Calhoun fumbled the ball away in their opening drive. As Connell brings his team up, puts a wide man to the near side of the field this time, working with a 2-man backfield set, calling signals now. Give goes to number 33 on the carry. That was Richie Boyer on the carry for the Rebels. He is stacked up there. That'll bring up a 2nd down situation with about 14, 15 yards to go for the first. Ball looks to be resting between the 15 and the 20-yard line of Calhoun. Just underway, 9:26 in the first quarter of play. It's Calhoun Academy hosting the North Sunflower Rebels. Connell up under center now. Give goes to number 32 again, finding substantial running room that time. That was Robbie Riddick again with a carry for the Rebels. That'll bring up the 3rd down situation with about 8 yards to go for the first. Looks as though the Rebels have to get to about the 1 yard line or less to get the first down, David.
Yeah, it's about a 1 yard line, Mitchell. You know, Reddick, he looks really good going through that line, and that's really a good sign of a fullback. He's going through there hard and fast, and he's got his head down, and he's just running the ball real well right now.
Calhoun puts the wide man to the near side of the field. 2-man backfield set. Quick pitch goes back to Reddick, trying to turn the corner on the left side, going back up the middle now, still on his feet, finally dragged down by a host of Cougar defenders. That will bring up the 4th down situation with about 3 or 4 yards to go for the first. We'll see what Coach Flip Godfrey, the head coach for the Rebels of North Sunflower, elects to do in this situation. Head coach Flip Godfrey, assistant coaches Bobby Talbert and Jay Watts. Connell brings his team up that will be going for it here. Give goes to Reddick on the left side. He's got some room there. Touchdown, Rebels. That was number 32, Robbie Reddick, on the carry on the left side, and he got over for 6.
You know, that's what I was talking about, this Reddick guy. You know, he's going through that line. He's picking up 4 or 5 yards every time he touches the ball, and if Calhoun Academy don't stop him early in the game, they're going to have trouble later on in the game.
Rebels really doing a fine job in their opening drive here on the ground. I don't believe they threw a pass in that series. Is that correct, Dave?
They did not.
Robert Connell brings his team up. He'll be going for the 2-point conversion here. Puts a wide man on the near side of the field. 2-man backfield set. Calling signals. Give goes to number 33. I believe he's shy of the goal line. Did not get in. That was Richie Boyer on the carry for the Rebels. So the 2-point conversion attempt fails. And that makes the score North Sunflower 6, Calhoun 0. We are in the first quarter of play. 7:58 remaining in the first quarter. Taking a look at some of the other schools in the county tonight and where they're playing. The Bruce Trojans are playing Water Valley at Water Valley. The Calhoun City Wildcats are playing Ackerman at home. And the Vardaman Rams face Ware away. Back deep to receive the kickoff now for the Cougars is number 10, Cale Norwood. Number 64, Jay Murphy, set to kick off for the Rebels of North Sunflower, leading 6-0 in the first quarter of play. Murphy approaches the ball. Kick is away. Deep kick. Norwood watches the ball go back into the end zone, so that'll be a touchback. And the Cougars of Calhoun Academy will start this series 1st and 10 from their own 20. While we have a break here, we're going to go over some of our sponsors.
Thank you, Mitchell. All right, we got 7 sponsors tonight. We got Bruce Motor Supply, Bose Honda, Calhoun City Telephone, Crocker Satellite, Brazier's Hardware, Custom Dimensions, and BMAC.
We'll be going over those more with you as the game progresses. Right now, the Cougars Brett Cuddling is 1st and 10 from their own 20. Norwood working with a 3-man backfield set. Puts number 31, Dennis Weaver, as a wide man on their side of the field. I believe that was number 30, Damon Doler, on that carry for the Cougars. No appreciable gain on the play. They bring up a 2nd down situation, and we'll call it 10 again to go now for Calhoun. Number 88, Richmond Hubbard, comes into the game offensively for the Cougars. So he brings in the play from the sideline. Second 10, Calhoun Academy operating from around their own 20-yard line. Norwood puts the wideouts left and right. Now puts Kimbrough in motion to the right side. Straight ahead handoff. Little pickup on the play. Number 30, Damon Doler again on the carry for the Cougars. Picked up about maybe 2 or 3 yards on the carry. That will bring up a 3rd down with about 7 to go for the first. 31, Dennis Weaver, coming into the game from a sideline with the play for the Cougars. Norwood uses the wideouts left and right, working with a 3-man backfield set. Now putting Kimbrough in motion across the way. Wants to throw. Pass is caught. And he is nailed hard there. This is Dennis Weaver on the catch for Calhoun. And he's hit hard there by number 19, Shannon Houston, among other players defensively for the Rebels. That was really a big league hit that time.
It definitely was, Mitchell. You know, these boys are really hitting hard out here. The Sunfire Rebels, so far in the opening part of the game, have really impressed me on defense and offense both.
4th down now with about 3 or 4 yards to go for the first. Back to punt is Cale Norwood for the Cougars. Good snap back. Norwood going to take it himself on the right side, trying to get the first down now. Still on his feet. He's got it and more. Still on his feet. Finally falls down there. That'll be 1st and 10 Calhoun. Good run that time by Cale Norwood.
Definitely was, Mitchell. You know, that's really what the Cougars needed to maybe break this game open a little bit, and I don't think Sunflower was looking for that at all.
Norwood did manage to get the ball about his own 41-yard line. Cougars will put it in play from that point. 1st and 10 now. 31, Dennis Weaver coming into the game with a play from the sideline for the Cougars. Norwood brings his team up, puts the wideouts left and right, puts Kimbrough in motion to the near side, wants to throw, looking, firing over the middle, pass is overshot. Nearest pass receiver that time was number 80, Chris McGregor, and he overshot him. So that'll bring up a 2nd down now and still with 10 yards to go for the first.
You know, Mitchell, that may have been the best thing he could have done because all of his receivers then were covered pretty well by the Rebels.
Really good defensive coverage that time by North Sunflower as number 88, Richmond Hubbard, brings the play in from the sideline for the Cougars. Second 10, Calhoun, operating from their own 41, 42-yard line. Norwood up under center now. Rolling to his right. He's going to take it himself. He's pushed back there. Penalty marker on the play. I believe there will be some unnecessary roughness on the part of North Sunflower that time. Norwood with the keeper on the right side did manage to get 3 or 4 yards out of the carry. Penalty being marked off here against the Rebels of North Sunflower. That will spot the ball on their own around the 40-yard line now.
You know, it looks like he didn't gain but maybe 3 or 4 yards out of that, and I guess it was unnecessary roughness, and he really got more yardage than he thought he was going to get out of that play.
Penalty helped out a lot on yardage that time. As Norwood brings his team up, puts the wideouts left and right. Kimbrough in motion to the right side now. 2-man backfield set. Wants to throw. Ball is in and out of the hands of number 31, Dennis Weaver. 2nd 10 again for the Cougars.
You know, Weaver there a while ago, he got a pretty good shot, and he might have not wanted that ball that time.
He might have heard a truck coming that time. He was surrounded. 5:15 remaining in the first quarter. It's North Sunflower 6, Calhoun 0. It'll be 2nd 10 for Calhoun Academy. They are working from a North Sunflower around the 40-yard line. Norwood using the same offensive set. Again, puts Kimbrough in motion to the right side. Norwood still with the ball, wants to throw. Pass is caught. This is Richmond Hubbard on the catch for the Cougars. Substantial pickup on the pass play. They'll get a 1st and 10 out of this one. Cougars marching the ball right down the field. That was a good catch that time by Richmond Hubbard.
It definitely was. You know, the Cougars are going with a little bit different strategy here. They're saying, you know, we can't get any yards on the ground, so we'll just try to throw it in the air, and so far it's worked for them.
1st and 10, Calhoun, as Norwood brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Same offensive set. Kimbrough in motion to the near side. Norwood wants to throw. He's got a man in the flat. Ball is incomplete. Intended for number 80, Chris McGregor. He had pretty good coverage on him that time.
He definitely did, Mitchell. You know, he was in the right place at the right time there, and the ball, just as the ball got to the receiver, the defensive man was there to knock it away.
2nd 10 now for Calhoun. Ball looks to be resting around the 20-yard line of North Sunflower. Norwood puts the wide outs left and right. Same offensive set up under center now. Again, Kimbrough in motion to the near side. Norwood fumbles the ball. I believe the Rebels of North Sunflower have recovered. Recovery was made by number 61, Chuck Herbison, for the Rebels. David, I believe he was trying to hand it off to somebody inside that time. We just had a bad exchange.
It definitely did. Mitchell, I believe it was his fullback come through there, and he tried to hand him the ball, and he was a little behind him when he did hand it to him. And, you know, sometimes it happens that way.
1st and 10 Rebels now, operating from around their own 22-yard line. Connell brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Puts a wide man on the near side of the field. 2-man backfield set. This is number 32, Riddell. Short pickup on the carry. Now bring up a 2nd down. And about 7 yards to go for the first. Pick up about 3 yards on the previous play. Coming into the game is number 4, Paul Cabral for the Rebels, bringing in the play from the sideline. Have a helicopter crossing above here.
It definitely was. I guess we're being invaded or something.
We're being invaded by Rebels here tonight. North Sunflower. 2nd down and 7. He is hit hard there by number 80, Chris McGregor. I believe that was number 32, Robbie Riddick, again with a carry for the Rebels.
You know, so far, Mitchell, the Rebels haven't run anybody but Riddick, really. And if they can contain him, I believe they're going to make it a better ball game here tonight.
Brian Ward, number 18, coming in for North Sunflower with a play from a sideline. Connell puts him to the wide side of the field. Near side of the field, working with a 2-man backfield set. Connell with a quick give going to number 32. Robbie Riddick again with a carry. He got the necessary yardage needed for the 1st down. David, I thought I saw a lineman jump on the part of North Sunflower that time.
I believe it was the left guard, Mitchell. He looked like he jumped there, but the referee, I don't know, they just didn't see it, or undoubtedly they didn't see it.
At any rate, it'll be 1st and 10 now, North Sunflower. As they're moving the ball right down the field on the ground on the Cougars. Connell calling signals now. Riddick is tackled for little or no gain on that carry. Robbie Riddick again with a carry for North Sunflower. And he is knocked down there by number 55, Craig McCormick, among other defenders for the Cougars.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If they can contain this Riddick, I believe that they really will make a good game tonight.
That'll bring up a 2nd down situation with about 7 or 8 to go for the first. Robert Connell using the same offensive set. Wide man to the near side of the field, 2-man backfield set. Connell with a give of number 33. He is hit there. No appreciable gain. Richie Boyer on the carry that time for the Rebels. And he is stacked up by a host of Cougars in. Again, number 55, Craig McCormick in on that tackle defensively. And that'll bring up a 3rd down with about 4 yards to go for the first. Ball is resting in North Sunflower territory on about the 42 or 43-yard line. Connell brings his team up now. Clock is running with 1:34 remaining in the 1st quarter. This is Riddick again with a carry, and he is hit there. He's going to be up close to the 1st down marker. We have to get the official spot on the play to see if North Sunflower has earned the 1st down. This will be close.
Definitely will, Mitchell. They're going to have to bring the chains on and see what we got.
Official timeout on the field as the chain game will come onto the field to see if the Rebels have earned the 1st down. And with that timeout, here's David with another message from some of our sponsors.
Thank you, Mitchell. Well, we got a few minutes here. Watching local football on Channel 7 is very relaxing when you are reclining in your own easy chair from BMAC. BMAC stocks a variety of recliners in different styles and colors. They will even custom make you a recliner to enchant your room decor. BMAC prices can't be beat. Recliners for as low as $149.
1st and 10, North Sunflower. They did earn the 1st down on the previous attempt. Connell give to number 33. This is Boyer on the carry. Substantial pickup on the carry. That will bring up a 2nd down situation with about 4 yards, 3 or 4 yards now to go for the first. There's a pickup of 6 or 7 yards on that carry. Coming into the game from those Sunflowers, number 4, Paul Cabral, with the play from the sideline. Connell breaks huddle and brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Puts a wide man to the near side of the field, working with a 2-man set backfield. Got a man on the wing from the backfield on the left side. Give goes to the first man through. This is Reddick. He gets a first down and more. Robbie Reddick on that carry again for North Sunflower. David, these Rebels are just running all over the Cougars so far.
Definitely are. And Reddick, you know, he's listed as 6'1", 200 pounds, and he come through that line like that, it's going to be pretty hard to stop him as he's showing so far.
Senior, he is definitely tough on the ground thus far tonight. We are in the first quarter with 13 seconds remaining, and the clock is running. I'm not sure if Connell will be able to get this play off. He did look back at the clock, so he'll get the snap off here undoubtedly. 5 seconds remain now. Give goes to number 33. Picks up a few yards on the carry. That was Richie Boyer on that carry. And there's the horn with the end of the first quarter of play. It's North Sunflower 6, Calhoun Academy 0. And now here's David with some more messages from our sponsors.
Thank you once again, Mitchell. Calhoun City Telephone Company offers quality service, striving to bring you their valued customer, latest in telephone service. Lease telephones, two-line phones, answering service. These are all available at Calhoun City Telephone, where the customer comes first. One more sponsor for you tonight is movies are a favorite pastime in the winter months ahead. Crocker Satellite in Calhoun City has one of the largest selection of movies. Whatever type movie your family enjoys can be found at Crocker Satellite in Calhoun City.
Second down and 8 here for North Sunflower. Teams exchange the ends of the field. Give goes again to Reddick. He is hit hard there by number 31, Dennis Weaver. I believe Norwood in on that tackle as well. So he did get the necessary yardage for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 Rebels. 18, Brian Ward coming into the game as he replaces number 52, John Gorell for North Sunflower. 1st and 10 North Sunflower operating from the Calhoun 22, 23-yard line. Robert Connell up under center now. Give goes to number 33. He finds plenty of room up the middle. Richie Boyer on that carry. His tackle there by Norwood, as well as number 55, Craig McCormick, in on the stop for the Cougars. Pickup of 9 yards on the carry. That will bring up a second down and 1 to go for North Sunflower. Leaving the game across the way is number 64, Jay Murphy for the Rebels. Robert Connell brings his team up to the line of scrimmage, puts 2 wide men to the wide side of the field. 2-man backfield set. Calling signals now. Give goes to the first man through, still on his feet. He's driving for the goal line. Finally dragged down. That was Robbie Riddick again with a carry for the Rebels. And he did get the necessary yardage for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal for North Sunflower. They're really doing a number here early.
They definitely are, and it's just like, you know, time and time you say again, Riddick, if they don't stop him, it's going to be hard to hold these guys tonight.
1st and goal, North Sunflower, operating inside the 10-yard line of Calhoun Academy. Robert Connell calling signals now. Wide outs left and right. Give goes to number 33. He's still on his feet, driving for the goal line. Touchdown, North Sunflower. That was Richie Boyer on the carry for the Rebels. He just bowled his way over right up the middle, and that makes the score North Sunflower 12, Calhoun 0. We are in the second quarter of play. 10:23 remaining in the first half. Wayne Mahan coming into the game as he replaces number 64, Jack Watts for the Cougars. Rebels will be attempting the 2-point conversion here. Connell using the wide man to the far side of the field. Wants to throw. Pass is caught. 2-point conversion is good. 41, Rob Walters on the catch for the Rebels. That makes it 14 North Sunflower, 0 Calhoun. 10:23 remaining in the half. Custom Dimensions in Calhoun City is proud of being a sponsor of Calhoun Academy football. The staff of Custom Dimensions would like to take this opportunity to wish the Academy Cougars a successful season. Custom Dimensions, a key industry in a key community. Serving Bruce and Calhoun County for over 50 years, Bowles Honda is Calhoun County's Honda dealer. Now is the time to purchase that four-wheeler with hunting season just ahead. Bowles Honda believes in service after the sale. Teeing the ball up for the North Sunflower Rebels. Lewis number 64, Jay Murphy. Back deep to receive for the Cougars is number 10, Kel Norwood. Murphy puts his foot in it, comes to the near side as Norwood watches it roll out the back of the end zone. Strong kickoff again by Jay Murphy for the Rebels. So the Cougars will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20 again. Taking a look at some of the major universities in the state of Mississippi and where they're playing tomorrow. Ole Miss Rebels will play the Vanderbilt Commodores in Nashville. The Mississippi State Bulldogs will face Auburn at Auburn. That game is scheduled for a 1:30 kickoff. And the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles will be facing Southwestern Louisiana away. 1st and 10 Calhoun. Norwood using the wide man to the near side of the field and the far side. Puts Kimbrough in motion. Give goes to the first man through. He is tackled there. That was number 30, Damon Doler on the carry for the Cougars. No appreciable gain on the play. Excuse me, that was a gain on that play. It'll be about a 3-yard pickup on the carry. They bring up a second down with about 7 or maybe 6 to go for the first. Number 88, Richmond Hubbard, coming in offensively for Calhoun with the play from the sideline. Norwood, wide outs left and right. Kimbrough. Give goes to the first man through. He is stacked up there by a host of Rebels and wasn't able to pick out the ball carrier. Maybe we'll be able to pick it out after they all get up. It's number 30, Damon Doler. 3rd down situation with about 3 yards to go for the first.
Well, Mitchell, you know, I don't know what to say, but the Cougars, they don't seem like they can get through this defense that the Rebels have got here, and the Rebels are really playing real good defense. And the last time we seen the Cougars play, they were really firing off that line on offense.
They really were. 3rd down here with about 3 or 3.5 to go for Calhoun. Norwood wants to throw. Looking, still with the ball. Being chased around now. He's going to be dragged down by number 41, Rob Walters for the Rebels. Big loss on the play. Norwood just ran out of time that time, Dave.
He definitely did, Mitchell, you know, but all his receivers were covered, and the only thing he could do is try to get away from those men coming in on him and try to throw the ball or get out of bounds or something, but, you know, he just didn't have no room to go nowhere.
4th down situation for the Cougars with about 14 or 15 to go for the first punting situation. Norwood gets a good snap back. Punt is blocked. North Sunflower take over here. I believe 1st and goal, deep in Cougar territory. Norwood got the good snap back. Could not get the kick away. Was blocked by the Rebels. 1st and goal here for North Sunflower. We are in the 2nd quarter of play, 8:22 remaining. It's 14 North Sunflower, 0 Calhoun. Number 11, Robert Connell brings his team up. Puts a wide man to the far side of the field. 2-man backfield set. Give goes to the first man through. I believe that was 32, Robbie Riddick, again on the carry for the Rebels. That'll be 2nd and goal. David, if this Cougar defense doesn't stop the Rebel running attack, this is going to be a very long night.
A very long night, Mitchell.
2nd goal, North Sunflower. Connell with a quick give. I believe he has stopped shy of the goal line. So that will bring up a third down situation. And still goal to goal for North Sunflower. Clock is running now. 7:24 remaining in the half. Rebels break huddle. Number 11, Robert Connell, brings his team up to line of scrimmage. Puts a wide man to the far side of the field. Two-man backfield set. Connell calling signals now. Give goes to number 32. He's over for the score. Robbie Riddick, again with the carry for the Rebels. He put 6 more points on the board for the Rebels. That runs the score to 20, North Sunflower, 0, Calhoun. Timeout is called by the North Sunflower Rebels. I believe that's their first timeout of the first half. I don't believe the Cougars of Calhoun have called a timeout as of yet. So the Rebels will have 2 left, and Calhoun will still have their full 3 timeouts available to them. Time for sponsor timeout.
Brazier's Hardware has been serving Bruce and the surrounding area for over 43 years. A name you can trust in the hardware business. That's Brazier's Hardware in Bruce. Bruce Motor Supply is your automobile care center. For tune-ups and repairs, their parts department can supply your needs. Be sure and see Larry Collins and staff at Bruce Motor Supply on the square in Bruce, Mississippi.
Coach Gary Winters onto the field talking with his Cougars. Calhoun having trouble doing anything here thus far tonight. We are in the first half of play. 6:59 remaining in the first half. If you joined us late, it's 20 North Sunflower, 0 Calhoun. This number 32, Robbie Riddick, has really impressed me so far tonight, David. He just puts his head down and runs over people.
He sure does, Mitchell. You know, like I said, at 6'1", 200 pounds, he goes through that line. He's going to move somebody.
Jay Murphy on to tip the extra point here for North Sunflower. The hold will be by number 19, Shannon Houston. Kick is up. No good. Could have been partially blocked that time. Goes off to the right. So the score will stand. North Sunflower 20, Calhoun Academy 0. David, Calhoun coming off a 2-game winning streak here. They defeated Kruger Chula in their homecoming game. And they went to Mount Pleasant and defeated them to the tune of about 52-0, I think. But the game was called in the third quarter due to an injury suffered by a Mount Pleasant player. But this is a horse of another color here tonight. These North Sunflower Rebels have really come in here blowing and going.
They definitely are. I don't know whether, the Cougars come out here thinking maybe all they had to do was walk on the field and beat these guys or what the deal is. But the Rebels are looking mighty impressive, and if things keep going, it's going to be a high-scoring game tonight.
We'll hope that the Cougars can manage to get some offense going here, and they put some points on that board as well. As number 64, Jay Murphy, tees the ball up for North Sunflower. Back deep to receive again for Calhoun is number 10, Kel Norwood. Line drive this time. It goes to number 88, Richmond Hubbard, trying to find somewhere to go. He is hit hard there and nailed. I believe that tackle was made by number 61, Chuck Herbison for the Rebels. So the Calhoun Academy Cougars will take over, 1st and 10 now. They'll be working from their own 34, 35-yard line. Number 40, John Kimbrough, coming into the game offensively for Calhoun with the play from the sideline. Norwood, using the same offensive set as he's used thus far tonight, wide outs left and right, puts Kimbrough in motion to the opposite side of the field, wants to throw, passes in the air. Ball is almost intercepted there. Number 4, Paul Cabral. Number 80, Chris McGregor, was the intended pass receiver that time. Ball falls incomplete. So they'll bring up a second down situation. There's still 10 yards again to go for the first. David, I saw a little pushing and shoving going on back here in the defensive backfield that time.
I did too, but the referees, they probably saying, both of them were going for the ball, so, the ball's fair game. If both of them are going for it, I guess that's all right.
Second 10 Calhoun, operating from our own 34, 35-yard line. Norwood using the same offensive set. Wants to throw. Pass is incomplete. Trying to hit number 88, Richmond Hubbard. They just let him a little too much that time.
Yes, Mitchell, with a score like 20-0 in the second quarter, they trying to go for anything they can. They're still a little nervous. Maybe after halftime, maybe they go in and let the coach talk to them a little bit and come back out here and get their heads together. Maybe we'll see a different team after halftime.
Hopefully so. Number 31, Dennis Weaver, coming into the game offensively for Calhoun with a play from a sideline.
But the way it's looking right now, I think the coach is really going to have to give them a good talking to and calm these boys down a little bit.
Norwood puts Kimbrough in motion across the way. He wants to throw once again. Pass is caught. I believe that was number 31, Dennis Weaver, on the catch for Calhoun, and it was. Substantial pickup on the play. It did gain the first down. First and 10, Calhoun. Ball will be resting on their own 44, 45-yard line. I think the Cougars have decided, David, that they're going to have to put the ball in the air. They haven't had any success running on the ground thus far.
Well, that's what I said in the first quarter. They wasn't getting any kind of yards going on the ground. They said, well, let's try the air a little bit, and so far it's worked for them pretty well.
First and 10, Calhoun, operating from their own 44, 45-yard line. Norwood puts Kimbrough in motion to the near side. Again, rolls back to throw. Passes in the air, is caught. This is number 80, Chris McGregor, still on his feet. He may go. On his way. Dragged down, just shy of the goal line. That was number 80, Chris McGregor, on the long pickup with the pass play for the Cougars. We have a penalty marker down on the field. Hold your breath, folks. Let's see what this one's all about. It is against North Sunflower. Penalty will be declined. I believe there'll be first and goal now for Calhoun. Richmond Hubbard coming to the near sideline. This is replaced by 31 Dennis Weaver with the play from the sideline. First and goal to go, Calhoun. First real scoring threat of the game thus far for the Cougars. Norwood puts 3 men on the wide side. Wants to throw, passes, caught. Touchdown, Cougars. Number 40, John Kimbrough on the receiving end of that touchdown pass. As Calhoun puts 6 points on the board. 5:25 remaining in the half. It's now 20 North Sunflower, 6 Calhoun. I would imagine that the Cougars will be trying the 2-point conversion here. Norwood again putting the backfield men on the near side of the field. Using 3 wideouts now, 1 man in the backfield. Fumbles the ball. So the 2-point conversion attempt will not be successful. Might have been a bad snap that time. Not sure Norwood ever had control of the football. So the score will stand. North Sunflower 20, Calhoun 6, 5:25 remaining in the first half of play.
Watching local football on Channel 7 is very relaxing when you are reclining your own easy chair from BMAC. BMAC stocks a variety of recliners in different styles and colors. They will even custom make you a recliner to enchant your room decor. BMAC prices can't be beat. Recliners for as low as $149. BMAC in Calhoun City.
Dennis Weaver taking the ball up for the Cougars. Back deep to receive for the Rebels. Looks like number 19, Shannon Houston. Weaver approaches the ball. Comes to the near sideline. Number 4 catches the ball. He is hit out of bounds there. That was Paul Cabral on a return for the Rebels. So the North Sunflower Rebels will put the ball in play, 1st and 10 now. From around their own 40-yard line, make that about the 39 and a half, 20-39 to 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 North Sunflower. Robert Connell breaks huddle and brings his team up. Puts a wide man in the far side of the field. 2-man backfield set. Backfield man on the wing on the right side. Connell calling signals. Give goes to number 32, still on his feet. That was Robbie Riddick again with a carry for the Rebels. Pick up of a couple yards on the play. Make that 3 yards. 2nd down now, be about 7 yards to go for the 1st. Coming in offensively for the Rebels is number 4, Paul Cabral, as well as number 19, Shannon Houston. As Scott Cabana leaves the game offensively for North Sunflower. Connell brings his team up. Wide man the far side of the field. 2-man backfield set. Backfield man on the wing on the near side. Rolls back to throw. Looking. Having to run the ball now. He's in trouble. Tackle from behind. Number 40, John Kimbrough, I believe, on that tackle for the Cougars. David, that time, Cougar defense able to apply a little pressure to Connell that time.
They really look good there, Mitchell. The guy coming around on the end here, Kimbrough coming around on pursuit of the quarterback. That goes to show you don't never give up whenever the ball's going away from you. Go ahead and try to get up with the ball. And a lot of times, it happens just like it did then. He tackles the guy that's running the ball.
Looks to be number 22, D. Denton now with the quarterbacking duties for the Rebels. Give goes to number 32, Riddick. Trying to come on the near sideline. He's dragged down from behind by number 31, Dennis Weaver. That was Robbie Riddick, again with the carry for the Rebels, as he has been the workhorse all night thus far tonight. That'll bring up a 4th down situation with about 4 yards to go for the 1st.
Mitchell, when we were watching these guys warm up out here, they was doing a lot of stretching and everything. Well, this Riddick, he never did stretch any at all, so I guess he's getting all his stretching done now.
He was saving it all for the actual play, I guess. It's number 22, D. Denton, quarterbacking now for the Rebels. Give goes to Riddick once again. He is hit and nailed. That was number 30, Damon Doler, as well as number 55, Craig McCormick, on the big tackle defensively for the Cougars. And they'll take over 1st and 10 as the North Sunflower Rebels fail to convert on a 4th down situation. David, I believe that touchdown might have sparked off a defense here too.
Yes, Mitchell, just like I was saying, they couldn't get anything on the ground. They tried it in the air, and that long run that they made there, that really sparked the offense. And the defense also, they see that, and they want to play some ball now.
1st and 10, Calhoun. Norwood uses a wide man left and right. Puts Chris McGregor in motion. Quick pitch goes to Landreth, trying to turn the corner. He got some running room now. Still on his feet. Finally hit down there by a host of Rebel defenders. Substantial pickup. Number 22, Michael Landreth.
Now, Mitchell, they seem like they're settling down a little bit more, and they're getting out here and they're running the ball. And number 22, he run through that hole, and he was looking. And it's just like we was talking about the last time we watched these guys play. Their fullback, he runs straight head-on football, and then they give the ball to the halfback. He's looking for somewhere to go, but he's also trying to dodge some of these tacklers.
Exactly right. 88, Richmond Hubbard comes into the game as he replaces, I believe, number 30, Damon Doler. Number 31, Dennis Weaver. Norwood, wide men left and right. 2-man backfield set. Now puts Kimbrough in motion on the near side. Wants to throw, passes, almost caught. Number 88, Richmond Hubbard, was the intended pass receiver. Trying the quick look-in pass on the left side that time. Fell incomplete. So that brings up the 2nd down and still 10 yards to go for the Cougars. Where's that ball resting, Dave? Looks to be around the 25-yard line? Having a hard time picking out the sideline markers. Looks to be on the Rebel 25-yard line. Norwood, same offensive set. Kimbrough in motion on the left side. Norwood rolls, wants to throw. In trouble now. He's going to be dragged down there. Number 32, Robbie Riddick, had a hand in that tackle for the Rebels.
All right, Mitchell, you remember the last time we seen these boys play? All right, Norwood, he was holding that ball out there. He was holding it out there that time, and he almost got it stripped away from him. He brought it down right at the last second before the guy grabbed the ball.
He's still carrying the ball as we saw him carry it against Cougar Chula at their homecoming game. Maybe he'll start putting it away here later on in the game. 1:28 remaining in the first half, and the clock is running. Norwood using the same offensive set. Wants to throw, in trouble here, having to scramble around, trying to get away. Passes down the near sideline, ball is caught. This is number 80, Chris McGregor. He's on his way, still on his feet. He may go. Finally hit down there by a host of Rebel defenders. David McGregor on a good catch there. He really took a shot after he caught the ball later on down the field.
He definitely did, Mitchell. You know, I think it was a surprise to him that he even caught the ball.
He just looked up, and there it was, right in his hand.
At first, I thought he was going to run the other way with it.
1 minute now left to go in the half. The clock is running. Cougars need to put some more points on the board before they go in at the half.
You know, Norwood, he did a real good job getting rid of the ball that time because I believe they had the blitz coming in on him.
He had a lot of pressure on him that time. Kimbrough in motion on the near side. Norwood rolls to his right, wants to throw. Still with the ball. In trouble now. Dragged down from behind by number 64, Jay Murphy of the Rebels. That'll bring up a second down here. 26 seconds remaining. Timeout trying to be called there by number 80, Chris McGregor, and he manages to get the referee's attention with 20 seconds remaining in the half. It's 20 North Sunflower, 6 Calhoun.
Movies are a favorite pastime in the winter months. Crocker Satellite in Calhoun City has one of the largest selection of movie titles. Whatever type movie your family enjoys can be found at Crocker Satellite. That's Crocker Satellite in Calhoun City. Calhoun City Telephone Company offers quality service, striving to bring you, their valued customer, the latest in telephone service. Lease telephones, two-line phones, answering services. These are all at Calhoun City Telephone Company, where the customer comes first. That's Calhoun City Telephone Company.
Serving Bruce and Calhoun County for over 50 years is Bowles Honda. Bowles is Calhoun County's Honda dealer. Now's the time to purchase that four-wheeler. With hunting season just ahead, Bowles Honda believes in service after the sale. That's Bowles Honda in Bruce, one of tonight's fine sponsors. Second down for the Cougars as Norwood brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Working with a one-man backfield set. Wants to throw, looking, pass in the corner. Incomplete. Number 22, Michael Landreth, almost got a handle on the ball. Did not get possession. So that'll bring up a third down situation. Ball looks to be about on the 10-yard line of North Sunflower. Or thereabouts. Hard to tell here. Norwood calling signals now. Give goes to number 30, Damon Doler. Timeout called by Calhoun Academy once again now with 9 seconds remaining in the game. Custom Dimensions in Calhoun City is proud to be a sponsor of Calhoun Academy football. The staff of Custom Dimensions would like to take this opportunity to wish Academy Cougars a successful season. Custom Dimensions, a key industry in a key community.
Bruce Motor Supply is your automotive care center. For tune-ups or repairs, their parts department can supply your needs. Be sure and see Larry Collins and staff at Bruce Motor Supply on the square in Bruce. Brazier's Hardware has been servicing Bruce and the surrounding area for over 43 years. A name you can trust in hardware business. Brazier's Hardware in Bruce.
9 seconds remaining in the half. 4th down. Norwood calling signals for the Cougars. Wants to throw. Drops back. Passes. Caught. Penalty marker on the play. I believe that was number 31, Dennis Weaver, on reception for the Cougars. We'll have to see what this penalty is all about here. They have 3 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Penalty is against North Sunflower. Interference call against the Rebels. So the Cougars of Calhoun will have another shot at it here with only 3 seconds remaining in the half. Norwood coming to the near side, discusses the play with Coach Winters. Now going back onto the field, into the huddle. David, this is a big play for Calhoun. They need to put that 6 on the board now going into the half.
They definitely do, Mitchell, and it'll make a very interesting game going into the second half.
Norwood calling signals now. Still with the ball. Goes up the middle. Touchdown, Cougars! Norwood took a few steps straight back and decided to run up the middle himself. He gets that score with no time showing on the clock. It's now 12 Calhoun, 20 North Sunflower. Cougars will be attempting the 2-point conversion here. Norwood working from the shotgun formation. Gets a good snap back. Wants to throw in the corner. Pass is incomplete. Trying to go there to number 80, Chris McGregor. In and out of his hands. So that's the end of the first half of play. It's North Sunflower 20, Calhoun Academy 12. We'll be back shortly with some unofficial first half statistics. Well, at the half here, Calhoun Academy is hosting the North Sunflower Rebels, and we now have some unofficial first half statistics as being kept by David Barnett. First for the Calhoun Academy Cougars, coached by Gary Winters. Kel Norwood had 14 pass attempts, and he had 6 completions. He threw 1 touchdown pass. As a team, the Cougars fumbled the ball twice and lost it each time. Kel Norwood also the punter for the Cougars, and he had that 1 punt blocked. How the scoring came about for Calhoun Academy. Kel Norwood threw to Kimbrough for 1 touchdown, and Norwood again on a 3-yard run himself for another score. That gives you the total 12 points for Calhoun Academy. Now turning to North Sunflower. Quarterback Connell as well as Denton, and neither one had a pass attempt. There were no fumbles according to our stats for the Rebels in the first half. Murphy, the kicker for the Rebels, had 1 extra point attempt, and it was no good. Defensively for North Sunflower, Boyer had 1 fumble recovery, as well as Herberson. How the scoring came about for the Rebels. Reddick had a 4-yard run for a score. Boyer with a 4-yard run for a score. Connell to Walters, 2-point conversion attempt. It was good for 2. And then Reddick on a 2-yard run. And that gives you the total 20 points for the North Sunflower Rebels. We are at the half. It's North Sunflower 20, Calhoun Academy 12. David, we saw an effort by the Cougars toward the end of the half there to be able to get the touchdown and put some points on the board. Maybe look up toward something in the second half here. Maybe they can manage to catch up with the Rebels here.
Yes, Coach Winters, he probably went back in there and he talked to these guys and told them, so now look, let's just settle down a little bit and let's try doing a little bit more of what we was doing late into the second quarter. Let's get back out here and play some ball. And don't worry about these other guys. They're a little bit bigger than you are, but, it was just like the old saying, David and Goliath, they can always overtake them. So all I got to do is come back out here and play just a little bit harder. And if the defense will show just a little bit more, they're going to make it an interesting ball game. The defense on the part of the Cougars seemed to be able to control Reddick there toward the end of the first half better than they had
at the first of the game anyway.
Yes, you know, if these linebackers that the Cougars have got, if they'll get back there and if they'll just key in on him just a little bit, you know, they'll probably start running this other guy a little bit more, and I believe they can contain him. But like I said, Reddick, he's 6'1", he's 200 pounds, and he comes through that line, and when he comes through there, he's like a hoss. You know, he's coming through hard. And,
he's a bull, I guarantee.
If you don't stop him on that line, he's going to gain at least 4 or 5 yards every time he got the ball, except when they contained him. You know, they contained him on the outside. When he tried to run outside, they contained him pretty well. But when he goes up the middle, he's usually gaining, you know, at least 4 yards every time he gets the ball.
I feel like we probably should give a little credit to the offensive line of North Sunflower there, too. Of course, Reddick doing a lot of that all on his own, but he had some holes to run through there several times.
Well, it's just like the old saying, you know, we'll go back again, time and time again. You know, if it wasn't for that offensive line, the running backs, they wouldn't go anywhere.
Exactly.
You know, because the offensive line, they're opening up the holes for them, and they really work tonight. You know, Sunflower, they're looking really well on offense, and you know, you got to give their defense a little hand too, because they've really held the Cougars. And we watched the Cougars a couple of weeks ago here, and they were really running the ball well. They were opening up holes, but don't seem like they can really do that here tonight. The only scoring strike they've really had is in the air.
The Cougars of Calhoun Academy will open up the second half by kicking it off to North Sunflower. Teeing the ball up for the Cougars is number 31, Dennis Weaver. Back to receive for the Rebels of North Sunflower, number 19, Shannon Houston. Weaver's kick comes to the near side. Caught there by Reddick. He is knocked down there by Willis. Fumble on the play. Cougars have recovered. Calhoun Academy put in play 1st and 10. Number 11, Steve McKinney. Number 11, Steve McKinney on recovery for the Cougars. 1st and 10, Calhoun. Norwood drops back to throw. Under pressure here. Rolling to his left. Trying to find an open receiver. Incomplete. As Norwood put the ball back to pass, it was knocked away there. He is under heavy pressure by number 41, Rob Walters. Second 10 Cougars. Second 10. Norwood puts the wideouts left and right. McGregor comes to the near far side. Now it's Landreth on the carry down near sideline. Dragged out of bounds by number 32, Robbie Reddick. Substantial pickup on the play.
You know, Mitchell Reddick, he's showing that he can play a little bit of defense out here too.
He really can. It'll be a third down and about a yard to go for the first. Norwood using the same offensive set. Wideouts left and right. You got Kimbrough in the slot in motion now. Give goes to the first man through. Not much running room that time. I do believe he got the first down, however. I believe that was number 30, Damon Doler, on the carry for the Cougars. He did earn the first down. It'll be 1st and 10, Calhoun. We would like to point out the presence of number 11, Steve McKinney. As we covered the homecoming game here a couple of weeks ago, his name and number was not listed in the roster. So we would like to point that out tonight. Number 11, Steve McKinney. Norwood puts 3 wideouts on the far side of the field. 1 wide man on the near side, 1 man backfield set. Wants to throw, under pressure now. Eludes 1 man, he is hit, fumbles the ball. Recovered by the Rebels. It'll be 1st and 10, North Sunflower now.
Go defense!
Working from their own 33, 34-yard line. Number 11, Robert Connell, quarterbacking now for the Rebels. Wide man the far side of the field. Give goes to number 32. He's tackled there. Again, Riddick with the carry. I believe he was tackled by number 11, Steve McKinney. Pick up about 4 yards on the play. That bring up a 2nd down situation with 6 yards to go for the first. Second and 6, Rebels. Connell calling signals now. Give goes to number 33, excuse me, still on his feet. Up near the 1st down marker is Richie Boyer for the Rebels. He did manage to get the 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 North Sunflower. Ball is resting now on their own 40, about the 42 or 43-yard line. David, Rebels starting off right where they left off in the first half.
Definitely are, Mitchell. You know, they're moving the ball really well on the ground, and if they don't contain them, they're going to go back down and march down and score again.
1st and 10, North Sunflower. Connell with a quick give, going to Riddick. Still on his feet. He got a lot of running room now. He may go. Finally tackled there by number 10, Kel Norwood. Riddick again with a carry. Up the middle, find an opening on the outside. He took it way down the field. It'll be another 1st and 10 for North Sunflower now. Consecutive 1st downs for the Rebels.
You know, that's what I was talking about. This Riddick, he's running up the middle, and he's cutting to the outside, and he's got pretty good speed on him. So if they don't contain this guy, you know, he's going to score again.
Robert Connell calling signals now for North Sunflower. Pick up maybe 4 yards on the carry. That was number 33 that time, Richie Boyer. 2nd and 6 now. Ball is resting in Cougar territory. What looks to be about the 35-yard line. Just underway with the second half here. Clock is running. Conlon using wide man the far side of the field. Give goes to the first man through. Number 32, Robbie Riddick with that carry. Gets a couple yards on the carry. That will bring up a 3rd down with about 2 or 3 to go for the first. If you joined us late, we are in the second half of play. 8:03 remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's North Sunflower 20, Calhoun Academy 12. Robert Connell setting his team up here, calling signals. Riddick again, I believe. He's going to be hit there by a host of Cougars. Not much running room that time on the ground. David, I believe the Cougar defense is starting to key on number 32, Robbie Riddick.
Yes, but we need to point out one thing there, Mitchell. You know, if they start keying on him too much, this other guy, he's going to bust through that line, and it's going to be hard to hold him because they're going to be keying on Riddick. And if this guy, other little guy, if he gets outside, he's got a tremendous speed, and he probably could break one for a touchdown.
4th down here. Less than a yard to go for the first. Connell up under center. Give goes to number 19. He is caught there and dragged down. That was number 11, Steve McKinney, on the tackle for the Cougars. So Calhoun Academy will take over from that point. 1st and 10 going the other way now. Ball is resting around their own 35. David, that was a big defensive play on the part of number 11, Steve McKinney, that time.
Yes, it was, Mitchell. You know, and he's not listed in the roster, but looks like the Cougars have done found somebody that can play a little defense, you know, and he's looking really well tonight.
That was number 19, Shannon Houston, on the previous carry for the Rebels as he was dragged down by McKinney. 1st and 10 Cougars. Norwood using wide outs left and right. Now puts McGregor in motion. This is Landreth on the near side. Penalty marker down. He's brought down there by number 33, Richie Boyer. Blocking below the knees against the Cougars. So that will be working against Calhoun. As the referees talk with the defensive captain for the Rebels. Bubba Rogers. Yardage is being marked off here against the Cougars of Calhoun. So it'll still be first down here with about, looks to be about 25 yards to go for another first.
First and 25 situation for the
Norwood puts a wide men, left and right. 3 wide receivers on the near side, out of the backfield. Norwood wants to throw, looking, firing across the middle. Ball is incomplete. Trying to go there to number 88, Richmond Hubbard. Fans in the stands behind us want some pass interference there. Flag was not thrown. So they'll bring up the second down and still 25 yards to go.
You know, Mitchell, that was really close to pass interference, but the defensive man, he hit the man about the same time the ball got there. So really, you know, that was a real good defensive play.
31, Dennis Weaver coming in for the Cougars from the sideline with the play. Norwood's going to use the same offensive set. He's got Landreth, McGregor, and Kimbrough. Wants to throw, passes in the air, incomplete. So that bring up a third down, still with 25. Norwood using 3 wide receivers on the near side out of the backfield. We are in the third quarter of play, 6:14 remaining on the clock. Cougars operating from or around their own 20-yard line. Richmond Hubbard coming in with the play now from a sideline. Rebels using a 5-man defensive front. Looks like a 3-man linebacker set. Norwood wants to throw. Pass is caught. This is Richmond Hubbard. He's dragged down there by a host of Rebel defenders. He's going to be shy of the first down, however. It was a good catch that time, number 88, Richmond Hubbard.
You know, yeah, there again, Mitchell, you know, he looked like he was surprised that he even caught the ball, and he slowed up there for just a moment, and if he went on and run just a little bit harder, maybe he got a little bit closer to that first down marker.
Fourth down here with about 7 yards to go for the first.
But you know, Mitchell, it looks real easy from up here. When you're out there on the field, it's a lot different.
It's a different story down on the field. Norwood gets a good snap back. Kick is away. Penalty marker down. Ball takes several Cougar bounces here. Finally picked up there. And he is knocked off his feet by number 31, Dennis Weaver. We'll have to see what the penalty is all about here. What do you think, David?
Well, the fans behind us saying there was too many men on the field, you know, and I really don't know. Maybe that's the break that the Cougars need, if indeed that's what it is.
Number 80, Chris McGregor, indicating to the sideline that the penalty will be charged against North Sunflower. We'll have to wait here and get the official ruling. Looks like the referee's bringing the ball back now. And yardage will be marked off, and the Cougars of Calhoun will have it 1st and 10 here. And the ball will be resting in Rebel territory on about the 47-yard line. 12 men on the field, says the referee. And David, you're exactly right. Too many men on the field for North Sunflower. Richmond Hubbard coming in from the sideline with the play for the Cougars. 1st and 10, Calhoun operating now from the Rebel territory. Norwood wideouts left and right. Drops back to throw. Lets it go. Passes intercepted there. This is Scott Cabana. He's finally dragged out of bounds by number 80, Chris McGregor. So North Sunflower will take over. 1st and 10 going the other way now. Watching local football on Channel 7 is very relaxing when you are reclining in your own easy chair from BMEC. BMEC stocks a variety of recliners in different styles and colors. They will even custom make you a recliner to enhance your room decor. BMEC prices can't be beat. Recliners from as low as $149. That's BMEC in Calhoun City. 1st and 10 Rebels. That was number 32 again, Roddy Riddick with the carry for North Sunflower. About a 5-yard pickup on that carry, 5 or 6. 2nd and short 5 for North Sunflower.
Come on, lad. Don't let it blow you off. Get back there.
Connell brings his team up to the line of scrimmage, puts a wide receiver to the far side of the field. Working with a 2-man backfield set. Man in the wing on the near side out of the backfield. Wants to throw, looking. Releasing the ball. It's going to be intercepted. This is Kel Norwood on return for the Cougars. Still on his feet. Finally hit down there. Big interception that time by Kel Norwood. Cougars will take over now. 1st and 10 in Rebel territory from around the 45-yard line. 4:18 remaining on the clock in the 3rd quarter of play. Michael Landreth coming in from a sideline for the Cougars with the play. Norwood, wide outs left and right. Kimbrough on a slide on the near side. Quick pitch goes to Landreth, trying to find somewhere to go. He's still on his feet. Finally dragged down there. Substantial pickup on that run. That'll bring up a 2nd down situation with about 3 or 4 to go now for the 1st.
You know, that's what we were talking about before, Mitchell. Landreth, you know, he's a 9th grader, by the way. And he's got a good-looking future ahead of him. The way he's running that ball up through there, he's looking for a hole. He's not just trying to run over somebody. He's looking for, a hole to get through.
He really doesn't run like a freshman. He runs more like a seasoned junior or senior one. Good runner, number 22, Michael Landreth. Norwood using the same offensive set. Up under center now. Fumbles a snap. Recovers his own snap, I believe.
You know, Mitchell, they got lucky on that because Norwood, for some reason tonight, it's been hard for him to hold on to that ball, and maybe the coach needs to get him over on the sideline and talk to him for a few minutes, and tell him just to calm down a little bit and act natural and hang on to the ball, main thing.
Number 88, Richmond Hubbard coming to the sideline as 31, Dennis Weaver comes into the game for the Cougars. Kimbrough in motion across the way. Norwood gets the first man through. Fumble. That was number 30, Damon Doler. I believe he fell on his own fumble. So that's going to bring up the 4th down here with about 3 yards to go for the 1st.
You know, undoubtedly, Mitchell, the ground must be a little damp out there from all the rain that we've had, and I guess the ball's a little slippery.
Evidently so. Cougars having a little trouble with the exchanges and also with the snaps from center. Richmond Hubbard coming into the game with the play from a sideline now. Norwood puts Kimbrough in motion on the near side. Give goes to Damon Doler. He's got a hole. I believe he got the 1st. Plenty of room. 1st and 10, Calhoun. Cougars driving for the goal line here in the 3rd quarter of play. 2:01 remaining and the clock is running. If you joined us late, it's 20 North Sunflower, 12 Calhoun. Kimbrough goes in motion across the way. Norwood wants to throw. Pass is almost caught. 31, Dennis Weaver was the intended pass receiver. Ball falls incomplete. So that'll bring up the 2nd down, still with 10 yards to go for the 1st. Cougars operating from Rebel territory. Looks to be around the 30-yard line. Cougars break huddle, and Norwood brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers left and right. Quick pitch goes to Landreth on the near side. Got some blockers. He is knocked down there. David, he had 3 or 4 blockers ahead of him that time, but the Rebel defensive unit did well to break the line and come through for the tackle.
Definitely did, Mitchell. You know, in this number 19, what is Shannon Houston? He come from behind him to tackle him. You know, if it hadn't been for him, he might have got a little bit more yardage out of that.
3rd down 6 now for Calhoun. Norwood puts man in motion on the near side. Pass is caught and dropped. That was number 31, Dennis Weaver. Ball falls incomplete. So that'll bring up a 4th down situation. Still with about the 6 yards to go for the first. We'll see what Coach Winters elects to do in this situation.
You know, Mitchell, they have thrown that pass time and time again tonight, and I'm sure at halftime the coach for Sunflower probably told that cornerback on that side to be sure and watch that quick pass coming on the inside.
4th down here as Norwood brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Cougars will be going for it here. 3 wide receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Norwood wants to throw. He's under pressure from the middle of the field. Pass is caught. This is Richmond Hubbard. He's on his way. Still on his feet. Finally knocked down there by number 36, Scott Cabana. We have a player down for North Sunflower. Good catch that time by number 88, Richmond Hubbard. It'll be 1st and 10, Calhoun. We have an official timeout on the field as the coaches come onto the field for the Rebels to check the injury. Serving Bruce and Calhoun County for over 50 years, Bowles Honda is Calhoun County's Honda dealer. Now's the time to purchase that 4-wheeler with hunting season just ahead. Bowles Honda believes in service after the sale, one of tonight's fine sponsors for the Calhoun Academy North Sunflower game. Calhoun City Telephone Company offers quality service, striving to bring you, their valued customers, the latest in telephone service. Lease telephones, 2-line phones, answering service. These are all available at Calhoun City Telephone, where the customer comes first. 1st and 10, Cougars. Norwood calling signals now. Wants to throw. Passes incomplete. I believe number 31, Dennis Weaver, was the intended pass receiver. So that'll bring up a 2nd down here with 10 yards to go for the first.
There again, Mitchell, there's the same play, you know, that quick inside throw to Weaver. But, you know, the quarterback is doing a real good job. He's putting the ball there. The receiver is just not catching the ball.
We might point out, too, that defensively, North Sunflowers had some pretty good coverage on those receivers. Norwood calling signals here. 3 wide receivers on the near side. Wants to throw. Ball is in the air, and it's going to be caught for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. That was number 88, Richmond Hubbard, on the receiving end of that touchdown pass. David Norwood just threw it up, and Hubbard ran under it to catch it for the 6.
Definitely did, Mitchell. You know, he gave him a little bit different look there. I believe they was looking for that inside pitch again, you know, and they decided to go outside with it, which that's really good strategy in the Cougars. And, you know, it just happened to work for them.
We have a ball game on our hands here, folks. It's North Sunflower 20. Calhoun 18. Cougars will be attempting the 2-point conversion here. May tie it up. Norwood up under center. Carried it himself. Still on his feet. He is dragged down. Shy of the goal line. 2-point conversion, no good. So the score will stand. Rebels of North Sunflower 20. Cougars of Calhoun Academy 18. 5 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter of play. Movies are a favorite pastime in the winter months. Crocker's Satellite in Calhoun City has one of the largest selections of movie titles. Whatever type movie your family enjoys can be found at Crocker Satellite. Brazier's Hardware has been serving Bruce and surrounding area for over 43 years. A name you can trust in the hardware business. That's Brazier's Hardware in Bruce. Dennis Weaver teeing the ball up for the Cougars. Back deep to receive for the Rebels is number 19, Shannon Houston, as well as number 32, Robbie Riddick, and 33, Richie Boyer. 20-18, North Sunflower. Weaver approaches the ball. Kick comes to the near side. Fumble on the play. Ball is still loose. Ball is recovered by North Sunflower. I believe number 80, Chris McGregor, almost had a hold on that ball. If he could have recovered there, Cougars of Calhoun Academy will have an opportune situation to put some more points on the board. That's going to run out the clock at the end of the third quarter of play. Again, score North Sunflower 20, Calhoun Academy 18.
Custom Dimensions in Calhoun City is proud to be a sponsor of Calhoun Academy football. The staff of Custom Dimensions would like to take this opportunity to wish the Academy of Cougars a successful season. Custom Dimensions, a key industry in a key community. Bruce Motor Supply is your automobile care center for tune-ups and repairs. Their parts department can supply your needs. Be sure and see Larry Collins and staff at Bruce Motor Supply on the square in Bruce.
Rebels of North Sunflower put the ball in play, 1st and 10 from around their own 30-yard line. Give goes number 32, Riddick. He's dragged down there, but not after. He has gained about 3 yards on the carry, maybe 4. They bring up a second down situation with about 6 yards to go for the first. Just getting underway here with the fourth quarter of play. Connell brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Puts a wide out on the near side of the field, working with what looks to be a 3-man backfield set. Give goes to number 33. Not much running room that time. That was Richie Boyer on the carry for the Rebels. He was tackled by number 11, Steve McKinney, as well as number 55, Craig McCormick, in on the tackle defensively. So that'll be a third down situation with about 3 yards to go now for the first. 18, Brian Ward coming into the game with a play from a sideline for the Rebels. Connell calling signals now for North Sunflower. Number 32, nowhere to go. He's met along the line of scrimmage and nailed. Riddick on that carry for the Rebels. Wasn't quite able to pick up the defensive player on the stop that time for the Cougars, but he did an extraordinarily good job.
Exactly did, Mitchell. You know, and that's what we were talking about earlier. If they can contain Riddick from going up the middle, they've already stopped him going from outside to the outside. So if they can contain him up the center, I believe, you know, that they're going to make a difference in this ball game tonight.
4th and 3 here. Connell calling signal for the Rebels. Give goes to the first man through. He had the first down and more. It was their workhorse, I believe, 32, Robbie Riddick. Again with a carry. It'll be 1st and 10, Rebels, as they move the ball to about the 46, 47-yard line. Excuse me, 41-yard line. They're on 41. 9:55 remaining in the game. Shannon Houston coming in with a play from a sideline for North Sunflower. Connell up under center here. Give goes to number 19, Shannon Houston, coming to the near sideline. He is knocked down there by number 88, Richmond Hubbard. Good open field tackle that time by Hubbard. They bring up a second down situation with about 5 yards to go for the first. Ball is now resting on about the 47-48 yard line. Calhoun puts a wide man in the near side of the field. 2-man backfield set. Wing back on the near side. This number 33 going to carry. He got some room here. Finally dragged down. Number 31, Dennis Weaver, with a stop for the Cougars. But that'll be another first down for the Rebels as they move the ball into Calhoun Academy territory. It'll be 1st and 10 North Sunflower, and they'll be operating from Calhoun's 44-yard line.
You know, Mitchell, you know, they're using Riddick as their horse going up the middle, and then they go back to Boyer. You know, he's got a little bit more speed, and they're using him on the outside.
Connell, quick give goes to the first man through. He's met hard there by number 55, Craig McCormick. Again, that was Riddick again on that carry. It'll bring up the second down situation with about 7 or 8 to go for the first now.
You know, you look at Riddick, and his uniform is real nasty right now, and he's got blood all over it. You know, they done took some blood out of him.
It's going to be one tired young man after this game is over, I guarantee you that. Quick pitch goes to Riddick. Across the way, trying to turn the corner. Good tackle that time, but he did manage to pick up a couple of yards on the carry. That'll bring up the third down. Be about 5 yards to go now for the first. Ball is resting in Cougar territory on about the 40-yard line. Number 18, Brian Ward coming in with a play from the sideline for the Rebels. They break huddle. And number 11, Robert Ed Connell, brings his team up. Puts a wide man in the near side of the field. 2-man backfield set. Man in the wing out of the backfield on the left side in Houston. Give goes to number 33. Plenty of running room up the middle. Richie Boyer on that carry for the Rebels. It'll be 1st and 10, North Sunflower. We are in the fourth quarter of play. Clock is running with 7:03 remaining. It's 20 North Sunflower, 18 Calhoun. First and 10 Rebels. Connell calling signals now. Quick pitch goes back to Riddick. He wants to throw. Passes in the air. It is almost intercepted there. By number 10, Kalen Norwood coming across. Almost had the interception. Ball falls incomplete. So that brings up a second down situation with the 10 yards to go for the first. Connell using the same offensive set. Puts a backfield man on the near side this time in the wing, in the slot. Give goes to Riddick again up the middle. Plenty of running room. Robbie Riddick, the workhorse for the Rebels tonight, finds plenty of room up the middle again for North Sunflower. Did not get the first down, however. So that'll be third down with about 2 yards to go for the first. 3rd and 2. Number 33 with the carry. He got the first down and more. Richie Boyer that time for the Rebels. David, they're just driving right down the Cougars' throat.
Definitely are, Mitchell. You know, they use Riddick a little bit, then they go back and they use Boyer. They seem like they're using Boyer a little bit more the second half than they did the first half. And maybe that's signs that Riddick's getting a little bit, you know, tired. And I've noticed he's got a little blood on him, too.
Wide man on their side of the field this time. 2-man backfield set.
And I guarantee you Riddick has got a headache by now.
Second down about 6 here for the Rebels. Ball is resting on around the Around the 15-yard line of the Cougars. Connell calling signals now for the Rebels. Fumble on the play. Connell with the ball coming in their side. He is trapped and going to be down there. In on the tackle defensively. Number 88, Richmond Hubbard, as well as number 11, Steve McKinney. We have a marker on the play. Will be early indication is that it will be unnecessary roughness call against North Sunflower. Yardage is being marked off here against the Rebels. Will be third down and long for North Sunflower. Coming into the game for the Cougars is number 64, Jack Watts, as he replaces number 66, John Willis. Defensively, around 30 yards to go for the first for North Sunflower. Connell calling signals here. Wants to throw. Looking. Passes in and out of the hands with number 19, Shannon Houston. Houston could not hang on. Ball falls incomplete. So that'll bring up the fourth down situation, punting situation for North Sunflower.
You know, you go back at looking at the receiver, Mitchell, you know, if he had used his hands then, he probably would have caught the ball, but he let it hit his shoulder pads, and it just bounced off of him.
Although he was well shy of the first down marker when the ball actually connected with him, he could have ran for much more yardage. He had an open field somewhat to run. Back to receive the punt for Norwood. For the Cougars is Kel Norwood. Kick is away. Norwood takes him the first top. Coming to the near sideline, trying to find a wall. Going to be run out of bounds there by number 60, Bay Lamastis. So Calhoun Academy will put it in play, 1st and 10 from that point here. Norwood on the sideline, getting a message from Coach Winters. BMEC stocks a variety of recliners in different styles and colors. They will even custom make your recliner to enhance your room decor. Watching local football on Channel 7 is very relaxing when you are reclining in your own easy chair from BMEC. BMEC prices can't be beat. Recliners for as low as $149. That's BMEC in Calhoun City, one of tonight's sponsors. 1st and 10 Calhoun. Norwood using wideouts left and right. Now puts McGregor in motion. Quick pitch goes to Landreth across the way. Penalty marker down. Not much running room that time for number 22, Michael Landreth. Have to wait and get the official ruling on the penalty. Serving Bruce in Calhoun County for over 50 years, Bowles Honda is Calhoun County's Honda dealer. Now's the time to purchase that four-wheeler with hunting season just ahead. Bowles Honda believes in service after the sale. That's Bowles Honda in Bruce. Personal foul penalty called against Calhoun. So the Cougars will get the first down over again, but with much longer yardage to go for another first here. First and about 25. 15-yard penalty on a personal foul. Clock is running with 4:16 remaining in the game. It's 20 North Sunflower, 18 Calhoun.
And it's getting colder.
Norwood. 3 wideouts on the right side. Drops back to throw. Passes in the air. Penalty marker on the play. That's going to be pass interference called against number 22, D. Denton. He tripped up the intended pass receiver. That was 88 Richmond Hubbard on the near sideline. So the Cougars should get the previous penalty back, David.
Yes, maybe they'll get them back up to originally where they were at. And, yeah, it's going to be about the same spot it was. So you know, it worked out for the better for them, I guess.
And it's still first down. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Calhoun. Ball is around their own 30-yard line, looks to be. Number 31, Dennis Weaver coming into the game offensively for Calhoun with the play from the sideline. Norwood, wide outs left and right. Man in a slot on the right. Two-man backfield set. Wants to throw. Passes in the air. It is caught. This is Dennis Weaver still on his feet. Good catch that time. By number 31, Dennis Weaver. First and 10, Calhoun. David, he really had to fight that defender off to make the catch.
He definitely did, and that shows just like in college and professional league. They tell them, they say, go up for the ball no matter what, and usually, you'll come down with the ball. If you keep your eye on it, you're going to catch it.
Timeout call on the field. And with that timeout, we're going to go to a sponsor break. The Calhoun City Telephone Company offers quality service, striving to bring you, their valued customers, the latest in telephone service. You can lease phones, two-line phones, answering service. These are all available at Calhoun City Telephone, where the customer comes first. Movies are a favorite pastime in the winter months. Crocker Satellite in Calhoun City has one of the largest selection of movie titles. Whatever type movie your family enjoys can be found at Crocker Satellite. Brazier's Hardware has been serving Bruce and the surrounding area for over 43 years. A name you can trust in the hardware business. Brazier's Hardware in Bruce. Bruce Motor Supply is your automotive car care center. For tune-ups or repairs, their parts department can supply your needs. Be sure and see Larry Collins and staff at Bruce Motor Supply on the square in Bruce. First and 10 Cougars. Norwood wants to throw. Ball is in the air. It is short, incomplete. Number 80, Chris McGregor, was the intended pass receiver. The ball fell well short of him. So that'll be second down and still 10 yards to go for the first. Custom Dimensions in Calhoun City is proud to be a sponsor of Calhoun Academy football. The staff of Custom Dimensions would like to make this opportunity to wish the Academy Cougars a successful season. Custom Dimensions, a key industry in a key community. Norwood, wide outs left and right. Wants to throw. Pass is overthrown. Trying to go to number 31 that time, Dennis Weaver. Third and 10 here for the Cougars. David Norwood having trouble connecting with his receivers here.
It definitely is, Mitchell, but he's really hitting his receivers pretty well tonight, but don't seem, I guess the ball's a little slippery and it don't seem they can catch the ball, but whenever they do catch it's really, on good yardage.
Third and 10 now. Cougars operating from their own 45, 46-yard line. Norwood drops back to throw, under pressure here, scrambling around, lets it go. Ball is in the air, and it's intercepted. This is number 36, Scott Cabana, on the interception for the Rebels. And that killed this Cougar drive as the North Sunflower Rebels were put in play first and 10 there from around their own 44-yard line, 43-44.
There you go, Mitchell. You can't go to the well too many times, and they were looking for the pass and just happened to be at the right place at the right time.
Exactly right. 3:18 remaining in the game. It's 20 North Sunflower, 18 Calhoun. Connell calling signals now for the Rebels. Give goes to the first man through, their workhorse. That's Robbie Riddick again with a carry. He gets to 3 or 4 yards as he does almost on every carry. It'll be second down and about 6. Number 4, Paul Cabrel, coming in from the sideline for the Rebels with the play. Clock becoming a factor here in the fourth quarter.
It definitely is, Mitchell. If they can hold them on this drive, though, they'll still have plenty of time to score.
Connell calling signals now. Give goes again. Number 32, still on his feet. He got the first down and more. Riddick again with a carry for the Rebels. Number 88, Richmond Hubbard in there defensively with a tackle for the Cougars, among other defenders. Brian Ward coming in with a play from the sideline for the Rebels. 2:25 remaining in the game, and the clock is running. Connell puts a wide man in the near side of the field. Got a backfield man in the wing with two-man backfield set now. Give goes to Reddick once again. And again, it gets about the 4 or 5 yards on the carry. He's really their bread and butter man, David.
I guarantee you, it looks like he's slowing him down a little bit, but whenever he blasts through that hole, I mean, he's fired up and he's going through there hard and fast, and they just can't stop him on the line. He's going to gain 4 yards up the middle just about every time.
He can play on my team any day.
You got that right.
Second down now with about 5 or 6 to go for the first. Ball in Cougar territory on about the 39. Connell with a quick give again goes to Reddick on the near side this time. He is tripped up. That was number 10, Kel Norwood. It caused Reddick to fall that time, but he did get the first down. So the Rebels moving the ball right down the field on the Cougars. Late in the fourth quarter of play, 1:29 now remaining, and the clock is running.
Well, I know a fellow that's probably going to sleep on the way to the house tonight.
Robert Connell calling signals now for the Rebels. That time it was number 33, Richie Boyer on that carry. He picked up a couple of yards. It'll be second down and about 8 or 9. Call it 8 to go for the first. Timeout call by Calhoun Academy with 57 seconds remaining in the game. It's 20 North Sunflower, 18 Calhoun. David, you plan on doing any squirrel hunting in the morning?
Well, Mitchell, I was thinking about it, but I think my wife's got other plans on that. I think I'm going to have to babysit tomorrow.
Spoil your hunting plans, huh?
Yeah, well, she waits to the last minute to tell me anything. So, what do you think about the World Series?
That was amazing, to say the least. I'll tell you the truth. Dodgers surprised me as well as everybody else, I guess, except themselves that watched the game.
Yeah, it's just like I was saying last week over at the Bruce game. The Dodgers have surprised everybody this time, and Lasorda and them, they've really done a real good job with getting a few other players in there and becoming a team that, it's going to be reckoning with from now on.
Well, the way the A's handle the Red Sox in the American League Championship Series, I thought they would probably go in and beat the Dodgers. I didn't think they might take it in 4, but they only won 1 game out of the whole World Series, and the Dodgers won the rest of them.
Well, you're the first person I've heard say that you didn't think they'd take it in 4. Just about everybody I talked to said, before the World Series, said the A's were going to take it in 4 games, and Dodgers weren't going to have a chance. But they proved everybody wrong.
Absolutely. Second down here with about the 8 yards to go for the first. Connell calling signals now for the Rebels. Give goes to Reddick up the middle. He finds some running room then. Timeout call once again by Calhoun Academy. Now with 52 seconds remaining in the game as Coach Winters comes onto the field to talk with his team. That'll bring up the third down situation when we resume play with about 4 yards to go for the first. What do you think about the performance of Oral Hershiser in the World Series, Dave?
Well, he really surprised me in the series, too. Whenever he was playing, wasn't it in the playoffs that he didn't do too well, or did he even play in the
He played in the playoffs. I'm not sure how he performed. I didn't watch much of the National League playoffs.
They were talking about the other night, he didn't perform too well in the playoffs, but then he came up to the World Series, and he came through for him, and you couldn't ask for a better job the way he pitched in, both games that he did pitch in. He pitched in the playoffs in one game I know that he won for him.
He pitched a shutout in the championship game in the National League playoffs. This is Reddick on the carry for the Rebels. He weaves his way through the defensive line of Calhoun. That will bring up a 4th down situation with about 1.5 yards or 2 yards to go for the first. 40 seconds remaining now in the game.
You were talking about Hershiser, isn't he a rookie?
I believe he is. I'm not sure, but I believe that's correct.
Because they were talking in the championship when they won the championship in the playoffs. You know, they was talking about him getting some kind of award.
4th down here with about a yard and a half, 2 yards to go for the Rebels. Give goes to the workhorse Riddick. I believe he's got the first down.
Giving that to him.
1st and 10, North Sunflower. 16 seconds remain on the clock in the game. And Calhoun Academy calls timeout. It's 20 North Sunflower, 18 Calhoun. David, how are your Chicago Bears faring in a professional level football here?
Well, Mitchell, you know, they looking really well to me, but they're going to have a test on their hands come Monday night. I believe it's Monday night if they play San Francisco, and that's probably going to be the toughest test yet for them. I think they've lost one game so far, and they're doing really well, and I'm really pleased with them.
Well, my Saints are winning, but they're not winning by much every week. I tell you, it's been neck and neck every Sunday, it seems like. I think they won by 1 point over Seattle last Sunday.
Or do they even play the Bears this time?
I feel like they will. I'm not familiar with the schedules of the Bears or the rest of the year for the Saints, to be honest with you, but they probably will. If it comes down to it, of course, they'll have to play each other to see who gets to go to the Super Bowl from the NFC.
Well, I'm going to have to be against you whenever it comes to that. You know that.
16 seconds remain in the game. Connell goes down to one knee. And he gets hit there by Steve McKinney. Fans across the way from North Sunflower. Angry. Want the late hit call. 10 seconds remaining. The clock is running. That's going to be the ball game. It's going to end up North Sunflower 20, Calhoun Academy 18. David, your thoughts about the game now?
Well, it was a hard-fought battle all the way, Mitchell. You know, if the Cougars, if they could have got something going on the ground against these boys, if they could have stopped Riddick coming up the middle, you know, it would have been a different ball game entirely. You know, it's just one of those things. You hate to lose any ball game, but you especially hate to lose one 20-18 when they fought so hard to come back from 20-0.
The Cougars fell behind early in the game, and it seemed like they had to fight back the whole game, you know, to try to catch up. Like you say, only a 2-point difference in the game. It was a well-played ball game. 20-18. 20 North Sunflower, 18 Calhoun Academy. We'll be back momentarily with some unofficial total game statistics. Before we call out the total game statistics on the game, again, North Sunflower defeating Calhoun Academy by a score of 20-18. We'd like to go over the schedules of the other teams in the county and where they play next week. On October the 28th, the Bruce Trojans will be playing Independence away. These Calhoun Academy Cougars will face Benton at Benton. The Calhoun City Wildcats will play South Pontotoc away. And the Vardaman Rams will play Mabon at home. That's the 28th of October. Now for some total unofficial game statistics. Calhoun Academy Cougars, coached by Gary Winters. Quarterback Kel Norwood had a total of 29 pass attempts. He had 10 completions. He threw 2 interceptions and 2 touchdown passes. As a team, the Cougars fumbled the ball 5 times and lost it 3. Kel Norwood also the punter for the Cougars. I think he had 1 punt. Looks like 3 punts for Norwood. Correction, 1 punt for Norwood. And that punt was blocked. Defensively for Calhoun, McKinney had 1 fumble recovery. Kel Norwood had 1 pass interception. How the scoring came about for the Cougars. Norwood to Kimbrough for 1 touchdown. Norwood on a 3-yard run on a quarterback sneak for another score. And Kel Norwood threw to Hubbard on a 20-yard touchdown. That's how the scoring came about for the Cougars of Calhoun. Now looking at the Rebels of North Sunflower. Quarterback Connell threw 1 pass. He had 1 interception. Reddick also threw a pass for the Rebels. It was incomplete. As a team, the Rebels fumbled the ball once and lost it that time. Punter Houston for the Rebels had one punt, and it netted 30 yards. Kicker Murphy had one extra point attempt, and it fell no good. Defensively for North Sunflower, Boyer, Henderson each had a fumble recovery for the Rebels. Houston had 3 fumble recoveries. Cabana had 2 pass interceptions for the Rebels. How the scoring came about for North Sunflower: Reddick on a 4-yard touchdown run, Boyer on a 4-yard TD run, Connell to Walters for a 2-point conversion, and Reddick on a 2-yard run as he got over for the score. That totals out the scoring now for both North Sunflower and Calhoun. Final score once again, North Sunflower 20, Calhoun 18. Now for David Barnett, Freddie Lindsay, I'm Mitchell Johnson saying so long for now.
You've been watching a W07BN Channel 7 sports presentation.